A question I get asked a lot from studios is, where do I start with my marketing? They tell me that there's so much to consider and there's so many options and they've read so many things on forums that they simply don't know where to begin and most end up doing nothing. I totally get that. It's no wonder you're confused. If you've been following this series or are a member of our MAP program, you've heard me say it all starts with your goals. But let's just break it down to something that you can do to get started on right away, regardless of your goals. What can you do right now that just gets the ball rolling? Every studio today is looking for more sessions. Without photography sessions, you have nothing to sell to anybody. It's a given that everyone is trying to attract people by social media, so we'll not go into that right now. So, what else should you consider? Success comes from making personal connections. You're a walking, talking marketing billboard. Every day your mission should be to make a connection that will generate a new session with the right type of client. But how do you do that? It means you have to get involved and you have to get connected in your community. You may not be a joiner, but successful studios recognize that you're not going to meet people by staying inside your studio. Join a BNI, a Chamber of Commerce, or an Optimist Club. Friendships develop by participating in these events, and people get to know you and take interest in who you are and what you stand for. In short, you're creating an opportunity of awareness. Once you have that awareness, now you can be ready to seize the opportunity when the situation arises for you to talk to someone about your business. Make sure you have the right materials with you at all times. One of those key materials is the Be My Guest card. The Be My Guest card gives you the ability to give something to somebody anytime, anywhere when the opportunity arises. Here's how simple but effective the use of this card can be. The card is nice and portable, typically being a business-sized card. It's printed on the front and back with a photograph, your logo, contact information, and these words on the back that say, "You're cordially invited to be my guest for a complimentary portrait session for the purpose of creating advertising sample portraits. You're under no obligation to purchase anything. Should you wish to purchase portraits, you're entitled to 20% off the current studio price list. Please mention this card when you call for a session portrait." When opportunity knocks, you're always ready with these cards. Because you're qualifying who you hand them out to, you have complete control over who you invite. These can be used in conjunction with any of your other marketing materials you have on hand. For instance, the conversation may lead you to bring out your smartphone and show them some of your work. If you have a brochure to hand to them, you have an even greater impression to leave them with. You just have to be prepared at any time and anywhere to make a quality connection. Having the right professionally branded materials leaves a lasting impression. You can find more information about the Be My Guest cards by clicking on the link in the blog article. Let's switch gears and look at what's happening in the world of social media. There's a couple of different social media apps you might find interesting. The first one is called PictoChart. PictoChart gives you the ability to create some graphics that add impact to the information you're sharing. Check it out in the blog link. The other social media app is called Metal. It allows you to quickly share and comment on social media articles by automatically publishing to your favorite social networks. It's a better and easier way to share content. Check it out in the link in the blog article. Last month I gave away a dozen Photoshop smoke brushes that I created and received a lot of great compliments on that. So this month I made something else you can use in Photoshop. I created these high-res Polaroid type borders. These are perfect to use with any product line, and personally I love using black and white images with them, but color images work well too. I also converted them into Photoshop brushes. If you're new or a little rusty at how to add them into your Photoshop application, I've included a how-to link that will show you. The high-res files are very simple to use, and all you really need to do is put your image in the layer below the Polaroid template. That's it for now. This is your old pal Mark Weber saying, I'll see you next month.